Okay, I need to start a game to capture dough. Let me get chat running real quick before I actually start the game though. Go to YouTube, dashboard. Sure it's muted. Okay. Pretty sure to get a live chat, you can just pop this out. Just go ahead and put it in my world view. And now I don't need to worry about that. Now I can just start the game. Let's see, rec room, games, rec room. And I want to capture rec room. Okay, the game should be loading right. Yep. Screen doesn't look like it's capturing rec room. Oh, that's because it's not. There we go. Yeah, free donuts. I'll need that. Just go back to my dorm room. And I need to get chat in the world view. So, open the desktop. Let me add, is this the chat or is this the chat? That's the chat. Let's make it a bit small. Float in world. There we go. Let's make it a bit smaller. Oh, I gotta move it around like that. That's fine. I have the chat right there. Make sure it's open on my computer, that way I can see it. I wonder if I can mess with my moderator bot in the middle of the screen. See, cloud mod. Is this the right one? Don't think it is. Let's see. Well, whatever. I'll mess with the moderating bot another time, to be honest. I don't really need to worry about it right now. I do want to make the YouTube chat bot. It's a little bit thinner though. That's good. And then if I actually want to see the messages, I gotta go ahead and, oh, why did it open like that? I need to make this smaller again. It's great. Don't want it to be this big. There we go. Okay, I don't think I need to touch nothing else. I can just leave it like that. And it should show the chat messages in VR. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started making this room. I've been thinking about this for a bit. So let's go ahead and create a new room. Where is it? Well, first, before I start creating a new room, let me make sure my notifications are off. People be spamming me. Create new room. And what Zelda game am I working on? Ocarina of Time, was it? Okay, so just go ahead and we can think of a name later. Let's see. Zelda. Um, is it taken already? I don't know. Wait a second. If it is, I'm probably going to change it a bit. Okay, I'm assuming there's not really a difference between the regular one and the 3D version. Ocarina. Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm assuming the name's already taken because most names are already taken of games and things like that. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I guess we have the name.
You've created a custom room.
First thing I need to do
only until you decide
is
to publish it. You can name and publish this room
go ahead
by
and
pressing
delete
this
this
room on
and
your
all the
watch.
walls here. Maybe I'm going to move chat over a bit. Chat's a little too far in front of me. I won't be able to build with it like that. Oh no, it got big again. There we go. It's not. It's really small. There we go. Okay, so now I need to create a role for me, specifically for me, that will allow me to fly and everybody will know that I'm the creator. So let me make sure fly is off for everyone. Yeah, fly is off for everyone. Go on, name this role creator, because I'm the creator of the room. And I'm going to edit it and allow only me to fly. And then let me just make it a bit more neat. Don't think I can line it up any better. Now let me get a player world UI so I can show down the host above my head. And after that, I'll just disable these bars. Don't need it. Don't need it to be animated either. Just disable all of that. Here we go. Put creator right here. Creator. And we're gonna make it let's make it blue. Yeah. Blue should work nice in the background with it. Let's make it a bit darker blue. Let's enable the text. Enable when joining. Enable for the creator only, not everyone. Let me just make sure that, okay. So now I'll just go into my watch and just give myself the role. Settings. Is it permissions? Yeah, it's permissions. Go into creator and just give myself the creator role. And now I'm able to fly. creator. Just do a few things before actually setting up the room. Now I'm able to fly out the maker pen, and I can see the circuits without the maker pen. I think it's pretty useful to have that. And now, before I start building, I'm gonna highlight all this and just move it really high up in the air. Okay, move it up 1, and then move it up 2. I just like moving things up real high in case I need to go down and build something low. Now that I did that, let me go ahead and actually just... This isn't going to be the ground I use. I just want to make this so I don't respawn on the ground. That's kind of annoying. Every time you join a room, it just respawns you on the ground. And let's get a maker pen. Welcome mat. Welcome mat. Don't need nothing else here. And then after we get our welcome mat, we are going to, well, first let me make sure the welcome mat is actually enabled. It should just be enabled. Hello, Sweetie, I see your comment in chat. I'm glad to see that the VR chat's working. Can I see it on the live stream? I'll give it a second. The live stream needs to catch up. Yeah, let's make this default. And let's turn on beta content. I keep pressing this button. You see, on virtual desktop, you can actually press the button over here to open the watch, so I have to open it in a weird way that I never really open it. It's kind of weird. Settings. Let's turn on beta content, because we always want beta content enabled. Beta content just makes my life and everyone's life a whole lot easier, giving you access to really powerful tools. We're not going to enable this though. It actually won't even let me enable. Oh yeah, didn't they stop this? Okay, so you don't need to worry about that ruining your maps anymore then. Okay, well, since the room is saved, let's go ahead and start building. So I think the first thing we should do to build an actual game is pull up a reference on either a computer or a TV, which I already pulled up pressed the wrong button again. I already brought up a reference to Zelda Ocarina of Time on my TV, and obviously it's hard to make an environment without actually going around the environment. So I went to a website called NoClip, which actually shows you levels. It's a museum of video game levels, and I got Zelda Ocarina of Time there. So what I can do there is I can go ahead and look at the whole land, see what it's like and everything. But first thing first, I actually need to have a starting point for the map. I think Link starts in a house. I've never actually played Zelda Ocarina of Time, so it's probably going to be harder for me to actually make this instead of a game I already played and know a little bit about. So I think first things first, I'm going to go ahead and just skip a little forward into the video real quick to see if where you actually start. I could start on a starting screen, to be honest. Should I make a starting screen? No, we can make that later. We can actually make that later. So I just need to skip to the starting point. Okay, well, we have a little reference, just a little wood house. And just gonna, there we go. So it looks like a wood house, kind of circular, the floor. So I'll go ahead and delete this because we don't need this no more. And let's get a cylinder. We want a we want a simple cylinder too. We don't want this one. This one creates a few problems for us. And I'm going to get a wood. I am going to get a wood grain. I'm not going to get painted wood. Painted wood would not work. Worn wood, I don't think it's worn wood either. Let's just get wood floor and see how it goes. And from what it looks like in the game, it looks kind of like a ochre maybe. Maybe a brown kind of like leather. I think I'm gonna go with ochre. Just see how that is. Let's turn this to grid and just place this down here. And we're gonna scale this up. I would use the manipulate tool, but if I use the manipulate tool, I couldn't make it the same size unless I moved each one by the same measurements. So I'm just gonna scale this up to be pretty big. Is that a little too big? I don't know. Let's make it that size. And now I'm going to move this down so I can actually see my rolled chips. And manipulate this. And I think that looks good. In the middle, there's another cylinder. Looks like a lighter brown, maybe? Or maybe it's the same color. I don't know. I'm going to copy this and scale that down a little bit. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to change this to wood grain. I think wood grain would look a lot better. Is this floating, by the way? I think this is floating a little bit. It's not. Why is it floating a little bit? Well, okay, let's just manipulate it down a little bit. I'm not trying to deal with it being a little annoying like that. And that should be fine. Is it in the middle? It looks close enough to the middle. Oh boy, lag spike. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I can actually go inside the house into this no clip thing. Let me see real quick. So I don't exactly know where it is. I don't think I can. I want to see, because if I can see inside the house, it will make my life a bit easier. I don't think I can. No, doesn't look like I can. Okay, that's fine. I'll just see it from the perspective of in-game then. Makes it a little harder to judge, but should be fine. So I think I'm going to make this the back of the house. So the wall kinda, I mean everything basically looks like the same color. I'm not gonna lie. I think I will change the material to wood grain though. Maybe I should try changing the size of the material. I don't exactly like how it looks. Maybe I'll try changing this to brown. Yeah, that looks nice. And let's try changing it to 500, see what that does. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. 500 good. Let me go at 100 more. I think 500 is good. Let me try 400. Just see if. Nah, definitely 500. 500 definitely works the best. And next I'm going to actually make the wall that goes around it. So let me go ahead and, well, first let me go ahead and save my swatch. I don't want this to be going anywhere. So I'm going to save the swatch. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get a pipe. This is going to be really easy to put around my whole house. So, wait a second, I want to see. Did I use cylinder? Because cylinder is kind of. No, it's probably because it's stretched out. Yeah, it gotta be because it's stretched out. So I'm gonna place this here and scale it. And hopefully I can get it around the entire place. Because if I can, those walls look kind of thick. Hmm. Yeah, I think. Let me try moving it over here a little bit. I mean, it is a little. Okay, how does the inside look? I would obviously like to make a door, but I think if I wanted to make a door, I would have to make the wall with the squares and stuff. I wish I could just cut out a door here. That would make it a lot easier, but can't do everything. I guess I'll go and do the hard way then and make the walls myself. I think that would solve all the problems. So let's go ahead and get a cube simple. And after I get a cube simple, I'm gonna go ahead and place it on here. Where did my cube go? What? Why did my cube get big? What are my snapping settings on? Huh. Why did it get big? That the game's acting weird again. Okay then. I'm gonna try placing it over here then. Hopefully it doesn't get that big. That was kind of weird. And I've never seen that happen before. Okay, so let's rotate it by 15 degrees. Let's see. Does 15 degrees get it line up properly? It's not lined up exactly. Try moving it by 1 degree. See if we can get it to exactly align. That good? Try moving it 1 more. There we go, that looks exactly aligned to me. Make sure to get this back to 15 and What happens if I move it this way? I don't think it will exactly align. Let me move it without the snapping. Okay, it's not aligned. Let me go ahead and try moving it a little bit to get it aligned. With a bit more to the left, right. That should be good. Let me go ahead and manipulate it and see. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am building a Zelda map. If you wanna, you know, go ahead and tell me your feedback. If you ever played Zelda, I've never played this Zelda game, to be honest. I heard it was good though. I should probably play some of these Zelda games I never played. Trying to get this to align properly. I really wish I could. See, turn this off again. Is that aligned? No, it's not. That is... Ooh, I think I got it perfectly aligned. That's actually real nice. Okay, so just move it over here then. There we go. Is that fine? That should be fine. Honestly, I should probably just use the pipe, to be honest, to make it easier. I wish this stuff aligned a lot better than it actually did. Because this stuff doesn't align that great. I don't know if it's my snapping that's messed up, or if it's just the game. Okay. I'm not gonna... Just gonna get a half pipe. Should I just get a full pipe? If I'm gonna get a half pipe, I might as well get a full pipe, right? I'm just gonna place this here, scale it up, and I'm gonna scale it over the actual floor itself, so people can't see that it's not aligning properly. Honestly, quite annoying that it's not. Okay. That looks fine to me. How does the inside look? That looks fine to me. Is it aligned properly? It honestly kind of looks like there's more space. Okay. And yeah, there is more space over there. So I need to move this. Okay, that should be fine. And the bottom, I can actually just move this up. And then I can scale this down. There we go, that looks good. I think it looks good. And I forgot that yeah, you see that there's collision right here. I wish the pipe didn't have collision. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to separate the pipe from everything else. I'm gonna split the shape, and I'm gonna make this decorational instead, so you can stand in the house. There we go. I will deal with, you know, the wall not having no collision to it. Um, I think I'll deal with that later though. I kind of just want to get the inside of the house ready. So, the bed kind of looks, now, let me actually change the wall. The wall is the same as everything else. Let me get the swatch. Wood grain, wood wall. No, I want a painted wall. Where is the painted wall? There we go. Wait, there's a painted wood wall, is there? Yeah, painted wood. There we go. And just recolor this. That actually looks really nice. Okay. Now I guess I'll go ahead and get started on the bed then. Go ahead and save this as a new swatch. I just want to save all these new things as a new swatch. And the bed looks like it's the wood grain like everything else. So I'm going to switch this back. The bed actually, yeah, it just looks the same. Everything looks like the same color to me. Let me get a square. I mean a cube. And I guess I will put this right here. Doesn't look like there's an underside to the bed. Maybe it's too dark. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this right here. And I'm going to spread this out a little bit. That should be good. And is the bed wide enough? Yeah, that should be wide enough. Let's make it a little less wide. A little less tall. Yep, bed. Okay. Now I need, what is the shape called? A half something. I know it's here somewhere too. Not the half pipe. Oh, I think what I'm thinking of actually is just to get this cylinder and half of the cylinder. Wish there was a half of this cylinder. There's a quarter cylinder. Not a half though. Actually, you know, no, I'm just gonna use a cylinder to save space. I'm just gonna use a cylinder to save space. Go ahead and flip this around. And I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe it would be better to use the quarter cylinder. Then I'm going to make this go up. See, this align properly. It does align properly. Maybe make this a bit taller. And there we go. There, that looks good. Now I just need one on the other side. Doesn't want to align properly. That's okay. That fine. Yep, that is fine. Okay, and there we go. Done with that. I do need a white sheet on top of it. So I think what I'm gonna do, that's not my maker pen. I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to get cloth, switch to my material to cloth. Where's cloth? And then switch it to like let's see. It's not fully white. It's kind of grayish. Maybe this kind of gray. And let me get a cube. Okay, that's a good kind of gray. And then I'm just going to put this right here. Let me make it a little bit thick though, not too thin either. Kind of like up to there. Then I'm gonna move this here all the way to the bottom. Doesn't seem to be any on the top. So I'm gonna move this to the side over here. And it looks like it's going over the side a little bit. So actually what I can do is I'm gonna copy this. I'm going to go ahead and scale it down a little bit. Scale it down a bit more. Okay, then I can go like this. And copy it to the other side. Hopefully it copies well this time. Okay, that looks good. I think it's stuck inside the bed a little bit though. There we go. I want to avoid the glitching of objects. Okay, and now I can make the spawn point. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a seat. You can type in seat or just find it in the circuits. It should be around here somewhere. Now that I got a seat, I'm just going to place the seat right here. I'm also wondering, since most this is 500 size material, should I keep everything 500 size material? Yeah, the cloth is 500 size material, so let me save the swatch. Let me just keep making everything 500 size material. That's good. Next, I'm going to switch this over to the side. Don't need it like that. I'm actually going to detach this because it's annoying if this moves around too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow orbit attached. I'm going to detach it. Let's check the settings of the seat. Make sure that collision is not enabled. You don't want people to collide into the seat. Okay. Sitting posture. We want a standing. Visible only when components are visible. And let me try to sit. Okay, I think I need to move it up a bit higher. So let me move this 1, 2. Let me move it down 1. And this can stay right here. Now if I... Okay, that looks good. It is annoying that that does happen though if you move your head a little too far to the side, but that's just a little thing. It's not really that important. Move that up just a little bit for that. And now what I'm going to do is when the player joins, they're going to immediately be seated in that seat. So let me get a event receiver. And I'm going to have the event receiver um, have you sit in a seat when you join. Or maybe when the room starts. Let me see which one is actually the best. Room loaded? Could do that one. Player joined? I could also do that. I think I'm going to do room loaded. Nah, I'm going to do player joined because if I do room loaded, I think if I ever make a place where like another area and you come back, I think whenever the room loads, you're going to. Well, we'll actually solve that once I do make new areas. That's a little bit down the line though. So whenever the player joins, the player is going to be seated there, or I could just have it local player. Because let's be honest, this is probably going to be one player. Um, let's see. We don't want to lock the player in, so we can actually go ahead and maybe when the player leaves the seat, I can go ahead and lock it so they don't get back in the seat. That would actually probably work. So player joined, the player is seated, and then when they get up, so seated player changed, it locks the seat. So let me see. So no, I think this locks me in the seat. Wrong one. I don't want that. Actually, I'll just leave that alone for now. It doesn't really matter. Let me go ahead and save the game though, because since I actually have a spawn point, I can go ahead and save the game. And it shouldn't really matter. Okay. Now that I got the bed, the wall, the house, and everything, is there anything else I need? I think that's a window behind them, but I already know how much a mayor costs. So besides of using a mayor, I think what I'm going to do instead. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and combine this real quick and merge the shapes. I'm going to select this and just move it over a tiny bit just to try to get it in the exact middle. There we go, that should be good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glass behind. So let me go ahead and type in glass. Glass is not like the mirror, but it takes up a lot less space, so I'm more willing to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and place it right this wall. Maybe it'd be better if I turn the bed so it's actually facing one of the walls besides sticking out. You know? Okay, sure. I'll do that. I'm just thinking. I don't want it to be like that. I could always turn this around. Wait a second. Let me go ahead and rotate this wall a little bit. Maybe it's because this isn't big enough. Okay, I'll just keep it in the middle then. We don't need to worry about the mirror. As long as we have the spawn point and everything, we don't need to worry about too much detail or anything. I kind of just want to get in the building a little bit of the land and stuff so we got somewhere to walk and everything. That should be our main goal anyway. So let me go ahead and continue looking at the video a little bit. There's a commercial. Yeah, wish I had ad block on my PlayStation, but I don't. Just skip ahead a little bit to where Link actually wakes up. Can worry about dialogue and things like that later. Don't need to worry about that now. So it looks like he got up and okay, there's a full view of the house now. So there's a bed, there's a table right there, and yeah, I was right. So since the top of this is kind of like a cut off tree, I guess I could actually make the top of this a like a lighter color. So what I can do is I can edit it, copy this up, gonna go to my swatches and get the color. It was wood green, and I'm gonna change the color to like a, let's see, does pineapple work? Yeah, I think pineapple's good. Then I'll just go ahead and save this. I wish it was easier to scroll. Okay, so save the swatch. Oh, I should have saved that. Nah, okay. Restore swatch? No? Yeah, okay. So what color did I use again? I think I used brown. Okay, brown. And I'm going to save this as a new swatch. I don't want to over save that swatch. Okay, great. Now I'm just going to, what am I doing? Wait, I had the wrong side. Okay, so I'm going to get the top and I'm going to just move this down a little bit. Make sure it's not too thin. And that should be good. I also think the middle is a bit too big, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to scale it down a little bit. Not too much though. I think that's a good scale. Go ahead and move this over a little bit and connect it back down to the ground. Now on this side of the house there is a log table. So let's go ahead and press done. Since this isn't really going to be part of the house, I actually want to also save these if I'm going to ever use them again. So I got to make sure that I do that properly. So let's go to shapes. And we want to get, I know the shape is here somewhere. We could just get a cylinder again. Yeah, I think it'd be best just to get a cylinder again. So I'm going to get a simple cylinder. Could get a hemisphere, but I don't think the hemisphere would work too well. Yeah, let's just work off. I wish I had a half cylinder. Fine. I'm going to get a hemisphere. Hemisphere should work fine. Hemisphere should work fine. For what I'm doing anyway. swatches. I'm gonna get the wood color again, and I'm gonna flip over this. And I could scale this, but I don't think there's really a need to scale this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and manipulate it to what I feel is the right way to manipulate it. And I am going to move this down a little bit to the bottom of the floor. That should be good. Move that a bit higher. This down to the floor too. And let's actually move that over a bit. Like rotate it so it's actually in a flat surface on a wall. It will honestly make it easier if it's on a flat surface. The back of it. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to get... Can I flatten the hemisphere so it's not like that? It's just flat. Needed to be flat. That should be good. Let's recolor that and get our yellow swatch again. Hi, Shane Boy 2. We're just in the middle of making the beginning point to Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Just trying to find some simple ways to make these shapes and not take too much time to make it. Go ahead and move this down a bit. Okay, that's good. And now we can actually get the logs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit done on the table and make the logs separately. So I'm going to get a cylinder and change the swatch back to this brown one. And where's grid? I'm not even going to place this at the table yet. I just want to scale this up a little bit. So I think that's a good size for a log you're going to sit on. Yeah, I think that's a good size. Move it up a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to make the top yellow. Yellow pineapple. Just like the rest of these. And I'm going to scale this down. Not too thin though. I don't want it to be too thin because it looks a bit weird that way if it's too thin. So just enough thickness in it. The same with this, it's a little bit too thin. There we go. And there should be 2 of these seats. So I'm going to put 1 seat right here. I'm still on a surface. So I am going to put 1 seat right here. And I'm going to put the other seat on the other side. And there is our table. Now, I'm not going to make any of these inventions just yet. I think I'm also going to make it so you can sit at the table too. I can add extra stuff later. Let's just focus on making this. Okay, and now that we have that, Let's see, what is the next thing we can work on? It looks like there is a kind of a sink thing. I can't really see the side of it. So I'm going to have to guess. Yeah, so I'm going to have to guess what the side of it looks like. I guess it's just brown wood again. Just a cube. And let me go over here. And should I make it yeah, I'm gonna make it right here. I'm gonna line it up against this wall. So of course I need to make sure this is aligned before I do anything. Turn it off. That looks aligned to me. Nothing out of the ordinary. And since it's aligned, I will just move it back here. Doesn't matter that half of it is sticking to the wall. You can't see it anyway. Okay, let's move it down here and then move, get a little bit of length to it. And want to work together? Well, I am just building this map just because it's actually funny how long I've been trying to make a series on YouTube on how to make something, and yet I just get bored of it and either don't want to make it anymore or whatever. But I'm actually planning to just work on this. Maybe every once in a while, maybe someone can help me or something. But other than that, I'm just gonna work on this as a solo project. And also, hi, Code Blue. We are just making the beginning area of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. You can just check out a walkthrough or video on YouTube to see how it looks in the game versus in here. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm making it. There's a sink right here. Funny way to make a sink. If you get a, what shape is it? There's a shape. I think it was was it a quarter pipe? Nah, there's a way to make a sink in this game. Or did I get a half pipe? I'm gonna get the half pipe and I'm gonna turn it silver. Neat trick to make a sink right here. Let me turn this to metallic, not shiny metal. Actually, yeah, let's make the sink shiny metal. Let's make it a bit silver, too. Not too silver. That's too silver, okay. Yeah. Let's try fog. Okay, that's a good silver. No, I do not know Blackbeat SSR. Okay. So, here's how to make a good sink. Just get a half pipe. Turn it around like that. Let's scale it up a bit. That's a little too much. Okay, that's good. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm just gonna copy that half pipe. What's my rotation snap one? 15? 15 should be good. Let me go ahead and rotate it like that. Why did it do that? I made a circular sink last time. How did... Wait a second. I know what I did to make the circular sink. I have it in my inventions. I know I got it in my inventions. Sink. Yeah, here we go. Nice looking sink right here. Could use a bit of work, to be honest. But I think it's a good sink. Black Bear SSR on YouTube. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But right now, I'm kind of using all my resources to look at how this stuff is made. Let me edit this and just delete this and just put this sink down instead. I think this is a bunch of quarter pipes in a sink. Yeah, it's a bunch of quarter pipes and I just like turned it around by like 15 degrees. Real nice sink and it doesn't take up too much ink either. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this here. I honestly kind of want the sink to be a bit bigger. Let me rotate it and get it in place first, because it needs to be facing this way. Then I need to scale it up. We can get rid of the faucet later. Just click on the rotation, rotate it 180 degrees. Yeah, I could do that. I haven't been playing this game for a few weeks. There hasn't really been much to do on it, to be honest. Like, I'm honestly just trying to find good, How did I get in a table last time? I know I had a sink and a table like this, and I had it going around. Wait a second. Let me put the sink here, scale it down a little bit. And let me actually go ahead and manipulate the table a bit. I think this is how I got the sink and the table. So what I did was I just made a little square around it like this. Where's the corner of the wall? It's kind of hard to see the corner with it looking like this, but the corner should be right there. Okay. And then I just move it down here. And then what I can actually do is I can go ahead and edit my sink, well, whenever it's actually in a good spot in the middle, which it's not in a good spot right now. Okay, that's a good spot. Let me move it back a little bit. Okay, and now I can edit this. What I can actually do is select my whole sink like this. I don't need the faucet. And I am going to clone it. And I am going to scale it a little bit. Yeah, and then after I scale it a little bit, not that. Yeah, I want to make it bigger than the previous sink. And then move it down. Easy way to make a sink right there. Now I just do that. And I can make it the same color as the table. Let me save this as a new swatch. Get this, recolor the, make sure I'm actually selecting what I want to recolor. Recolor that. Okay, and there we go. Now all I need to do is manipulate the table and bring it a bit closer. It could be better. And yeah, just make it easy sink this way. Make sure it's not going through the sink in any way. Probably gonna have to make it go a little further this way. Yep, nice sink. Just takes a bit of work to actually get this stuff in place. Is the back fine too? Maybe I should add one to the back. Clone this and put one right here. Could be a little bit more forward. Okay, and I just need to move the sink down now. And there we go. A nice sink. I could make it a little taller and work on it a bit more. Doesn't look too great over here. But that's fine. That's honestly fine. That's a lot of lag. Why is this side in the table, this side is not? Move that up a little bit. This up a little bit too. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We got our sink. I am gonna change the color though, cause that wasn't what our original sink color was. And is there a faucet on the sink? Of course there's a faucet, why not? I'm gonna also have to recolor these too. So what I need to do is go to my swatches, get the sink color. There we go. And the same thing with the blue. I guess it can be like a lapis blue. There we go, our sink. And now I'm gonna save the game. Cause I'm gonna be honest, that took a little too long. And if I was to lose that, I would be absolutely crushed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save real quick. I do got auto. I want it save. There we go. I do have auto save on, but I have definitely learned not to over rely on auto save. There have been times when I worked on whole entire maps and I just lose it all because autosave doesn't work that well. The top of this table still needs to be yellow. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that now. So what I can do is actually select everything that's on the table right now. I'll just move it up and turn it yellow. And just scale it down a little bit. So manipulate and just gonna move this down. Hopefully, yeah, the table doesn't start doing that. Okay, then maybe move this down a little bit. Okay, I need to change the color of these two. What's wrong with the color over here? I don't understand what this is. Why is... Oh, I'm seeing that. Gorilla Tag. Yeah, I hear about Gorilla Tag a little too much in Rec Room. Huh. There's should be plenty of Gorilla Tag maps on Rec Room though. Uh, so um, I think I need to move the sink a little higher. Okay, I'm gonna move the sink a little higher then. It's kind of annoying having it like this. Just move it a bit higher, bit higher. That should be good. Now I just need to recolor the wood again. Like that. And honestly, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it to look right now. That's the wrong one. What is this that's popping up? Could it be this? It is that. Okay, our sink is looking really good now. Sparkles from the dings, bit annoying. Yeah. So, like a game. I see. Oh yeah, our wall doesn't have collision. Well, whatever. We'll deal with that later. Oh yeah, what am I gonna build next? I guess I'll just make the door to get out the house. I can do that next, yeah. The door and get out the house. I can put that right there. And then we can finally start working on the outside of the house. I know there's a few more things inside the house, but I'm focusing more on saving a bit of space. So I can add small details like that later. Right now, I think I should focus on just making the map workable and playable, and go back and add a bit of detail. It's a line to the wall. Line to the wall. That's aligned enough to the wall, I think. Now, I could make it so you could actually go out the door. But I honestly think it'd be better if I just made it so you load outside the house. I think that would just make my life a lot easier. And I wouldn't have to worry about how big is the doorway. I think the doorway is this big. That went a little too far inside it. What does the door look like? It looks like there is a curtain over the door. I mean, to be honest, I think it would be better if I just recolor Let's just make this a black doorway. So when you get near it, there's glossy plastic. Save as a new swatch. Let's make this glossy plastic. Let's move this all the way down to the bottom. So when you click on this doorway, it is going to get you out of the house. I also need to connect my sink and table. Let me go ahead and select this, merge the shapes. Make sure this is merged. Should I get an interaction volume? Yeah. I think it's nice to keep using the updated tools in the game, so I'll just get a interaction volume V2. Make sure that this is aligned. Okay. Then I'll just stretch it out across the door. There we go. And I'll make the interaction volume say exit house. It's not locked. Interaction hold time. I'm gonna have it so you have to hold it for like 3 seconds, so you don't accidentally do that. Lock is sync, movement speed, doesn't matter. Actually, the movement speed, let me make the movement speed 0. So you have to stop whenever you're doing that. Okay. And that should be it. I don't really need to work on too much in the house. So let me go ahead. Well, actually, before I save the room, I do want to make a cover photo though of the room. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, and I'm going to keep the circuits one too. Don't really need to hide the circuits. I'm going to take that picture. Confirm it so I know this is the room I was working on. The title saved, room description, I don't need one just yet. Let's get some tags. Quest. Let's put Zelda. You need to type in hashtag. Yeah, you do need to type in hashtag. Hashtag Zelda. Oh, it just makes the hashtag for you. Okay then. Ocarina of Time. Let me add the story tag too. I don't know. Let's just add some tags people might search up and link. There we go. Got some tags. Any warning text? No, none yet. We don't need to worry about that. I might take off teleporting. It's kind of annoying dealing with teleporting. You don't need a nav mesh. A loading screen for screen mode players. Let's go ahead and choose a photo. A loading screen for screen mode players. in case I do get on this on screen mode. And it doesn't matter if any of this is saved. There you go. Well, we got everything we need to have. I don't exactly know what the roof of this house looks like. Maybe I can see what the roof of the house looks like in this game viewer I'm viewing stuff in right now. Let's see. It honestly looks like a triangle roof. Okay, I'll just make whatever roof then. I think I'll make like a. Yeah, there we go. My controller's working now. I don't like using the maker pen in that hand. So what I'm gonna do, go all the way down to the bottom when it actually wants to scroll, please. I need to fix that scrolling. That's a little annoying. Swatches and pineapple. Let's go ahead and put a roof over this house. Gonna manipulate it. It honestly doesn't matter if the roof is on perfectly. I just need the roof to not go off too far. Let's move it back here now. Okay, that looks good, and now I will move it up a bit. Okay, I kind of like that. And yeah, that looks real nice. So let me try joining the room just to make sure that it puts me in a seat, because I know sometimes the seats may not work properly, which is kind of annoying. Go to the dorm room. And that's all I wanted to really build for this stream, because if I was to continue building, I probably would continue build for a few more hours, because it kind of takes a while to build this kind of stuff. So let me go ahead and just visit the map real quick. Okay, so it puts me in the bed, I'm asleep, and then I just stand up. I can still get back in the seat. I guess I could try to fix that, so it doesn't actually allow you to do that. I need to seat the lock once you leave. So seat success, seat failure, lock players out. Maybe I'll put a delay on it then. Yeah, that's the only thing I can really think of. Put a delay on it and then unseat the player. And then after unseating the player, I will kick him out the seat. So I'm going to get a delay chip. Delay. And let's say it keeps you in there. I don't want to keep you in there that long. Let's keep you in there for like 8 seconds so people, get an idea of, or maybe 10 seconds, get an idea that they're okay in a bed sleeping. Okay, so it's going to seat the player. The seat is going to succeed, and then after it succeeds, it will unseat the player, and then it's going to lock the seat. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the seat right now. Let me just see if it works. I'm going to be here for 10 seconds. And hopefully it kicks me out. If it doesn't, it's probably because it's not kicking me out. Does the seat success not activate when you sit in the seat yourself? You know, I think I'm going to activate the delay chip first, and then I'm going to have the delay chip activate the seat. That way it should work when a player joins the game, but only when a player joins the game. Okay, so let me go ahead and save the room one more time. And I'm going to just test this out real quick. So let me go back to my dorm room and then click on the map. And then once this is settled, I am going to, start working on this right now. Because building takes a lot of hours. So I would be on here for many hours building something. Okay, so I'm in here. Let me wait 10 seconds. I should have kept count. Okay, so it made me get up and I can still sit in the seat. This does say lock players in. Oh, you know what? Besides the lock players in, I should have it on lock players out. That's my fault. That way people can't get back in the seat, because if I have it on lock players in, it's going to lock a player in if they're in the seat, and if they're not in the seat, it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to save the room, and I'm actually going to enter a description here, be like, give it a description, start building outside. That way I can distinguish which save is what. Start building outside. Then I'll save that. And that way, if I ever go back to my saves, yeah, it's going to say the description right there, so I know that's the save where I completed everything. So I don't need to worry about losing any progress or nothing. And yeah, let me check this. So we start, and yeah, you have to confirm if you want to exit the house, so it doesn't just do that right away. And yeah, that is good. Okay, so in the next stream, I'm going to be working on the outside a little bit, and I may make a video about the update that I didn't upload yesterday. I did mean to upload a video yesterday, but since I got a new computer, I kind of mixed up my files a little bit. So, but you know, that's not my fault. Anyway, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video or stream.